That is Nirvana. It's Lake of Fire here on 100.3 The X Rocks. Morning after with Nick and Big J. Of course, Nick not in this morning, but I'm joined by a bunch of friends and brothers here. We have a pretty awesome show coming up Friday night at the Heritage Social Club. Riffs of Fury, a.k.a. Rock to End Alzheimer's, Karin Comes Killing, Midline. We've got Half the World returning and A War in Me. And joining me in studio is my friend Scott Elliott.
Hi.
Who is in Karin Comes Killing, guitarist. Midline's drummer, Fred Fisher.
That's right.
How's it going, brother?
Good.
We got Justin Webb Photography.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you? And then Kendall Shu from Shutonio Productions. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did, sir. Thanks so much.
And you're in a bunch of bands too, right?
Yes, like 8,000.
8,000. Okay. But you're not playing. You're not one of the bands that are playing.
No.
Friday night. Okay, Friday night. So we're here. This is a really cool show, Riffs of Fury. It's, I don't know, one of the bigger local shows here of the summer. I don't know which way to look because the entire studio is full. But hey, let's first, before we get into the show, let's talk about Ozzy Osbourne and his passing. He was here in 1984. Did any of you guys make it to that show?
No, but that was Bark at the Moon tour with Motley Crue.
Yeah, I just found that out this morning. Had no idea. So
I remember that.
I figured you guys would probably like try to sneak in or something because you were just kids.
We were little kids.
Probably like 8 years old.
I didn't really listen to music then, so all this evil stuff.
Yeah, evil, pure evil. What about you other guys?
I listened to Ozzy hanging out with my cousin in Twin Falls riding around when I was 5, so was that cool?
Yeah, well, because Motley Crue opened for them on that tour, and, you had Nikki Sixx, and I mean, that wasn't that far removed from him, growing up in Jerome and Twin Falls area.
No.
So,
Yeah.
practically a local show for that dude.
Practically.
way back in the day. But, I mean, how influenced were you guys by Black Sabbath? I mean, I'm pretty sure every band has been influenced by Black Sabbath. We've talked about that a little bit, but you're a musician. What about you guys when it comes to that?
I first heard Ozzy when I was a kid, when around Ultimate Sin stuff. I started getting into that because Jakey Lee was the guitar player, and then went backwards and heard the Randy Rhoads stuff, Die Over Madman. And then when I got older in bands and stuff, Sabbath became the band. You realize how influential they are on every metal band, whether they like them or not. You can't help it.
Yeah.
They're just that influential. I did get to see Ozzy one time on Ozfest with Pantera, so I was
very
thinking
cool.
that yesterday. At least I got to see him once.
I never did. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
Threw a lot of water.
Yeah, that one got away from me, too.
Yeah, crazy. And I never made it to an Ozfest either.
It was at the Gorge. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I was late to the game with Ozzy and Black Sabbath. I didn't appreciate him until later in life. And now when I go back and listen to the catalog of stuff, it's really, really impressive stuff.
Very.
Yeah.
I think too, I toured with a cover band out of Michigan for a while, and we played several Black Sabbath songs and Ozzy songs, and I was like, this is the coolest stuff ever. So it was Fairies Wear Boots.
Yeah.
That was an awesome song to learn to play drums to. That was amazing. Yeah.
Alice in Chains played that at the tribute
Oh, they
show
did?
a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
I gotta
Crazy.
look that up.
I didn't get to watch that. Did you watch the whole thing, Scott?
most of it. Like I was telling you, that Youngblood guy doing Changes, that crushed me. That was awesome.
Yeah,
That was really
I've been
cool.
getting into him a little bit here lately. So, but okay, well, enough of Ozzy. But we've got Riffs of Fury coming in. Kendall, how did the show come about? And obviously, Karin Comes Killing, Midline together. We've got a lot of relationships and friendships and brotherhood in that. How did all this come together?
I went to a lot of shows when I was a teenager, growing up, Bogies shows, these showcases of these bands, these stacked bills, and I just remembered those grassroots vibes. And so Justin and I had worked on a show already, and we did alternative. We love alternative, but we should do this for metal. So we started talking about that with Heritage Social Club, of how we could put together a bill. And it's not the largest venue, but it's actually still a pretty big place to have an event. It's a 400 capacity room, still a really good spot to have a lot of people show out. So we did our first one in November, and it went great. We did the second one in March, and then this is technically our third one coming up here. And so really it's just a celebration of local metal. We may put that geographic map out a little bit wider, but for right now, we are excited to showcase all of these amazing bands that are in our own backyard, touring quality, international quality. So that is absolutely the truth. And so we love having these bands in our backyard, and we just want to celebrate them.
Yeah, awesome. I think it was a couple days after the show got announced, Scott, you called me and asked about doing some stuff with the Alzheimer's Association, which was amazing that you would reach out and do that. And so we kind of flagged it, a rock to end Alzheimer's. I've got some really cool shirts, Rock to End Alzheimer's shirts that I had made up that we'll be selling at the show that will go to the Alzheimer's Association of Greater Idaho.
That's awesome.
And then you guys went and talked to 12 Fret Music and Rob, and he wanted to donate a guitar. So there's a guitar going on for silent auction, right? We're doing silent auction for that.
And he donated a Kerry King BC Rich for you Slayer people out there. So come get that thing.
Yeah, it is a beast, and it's black and red. And it's his typical style. You can do that. Are you guys going to autograph that guitar?
I think everybody's going to sign it.
I think you should. Yeah. So that'll be super cool. And what time are doors opening on the show?
Doors open at 6 o'clock, show at 7. But man, we won't turn you away if you show up earlier than that and enjoy a party. But this is no slight on any of the larger venues in town. After the show is complete, still stick around and party. Come talk to us. We're super excited to hang out with everybody who showed up for the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we also have for either raffle or silent auction. I don't know if we've decided how that's going down just yet, but a pair of VIP X Fest tickets.
Nice.
To give away. So the crew here at the station donated those for that, and again the proceeds going to the Alzheimer's Association of Greater Idaho. So couldn't thank you guys enough for all that. And I'll be out there, have a table with a bunch of information and stuff like that. Music is super important when it comes to memory care, and that is one of those things that we haven't delved completely into when it comes to that. But for my mom, who was was afflicted with Alzheimer's, she loved music. She played piano almost up until the end for the most part. Not great, but
she could play.
So music is intrinsic with that, and so I think it's great to be able to pair these two opportunities together. So.
Absolutely. No, thanks for being a part of it, man.
Yeah,
really cool.
We're gonna, if you guys can hang out here for a few more minutes, we'll come back. We'll play some commercials. We'll do our summer fun keyword, and then we'll talk about the bands because there's a reunion happening. That's been a minute since half the world has been there. So we'll talk about that, and exactly, and a fairly new band called The War and Me. So all that coming up here in just a few as we talk about Riffs of Fury, and we'll get in here some traffic, ex-workforce traffic. That is Crazy Train. It's Ozzy Osbourne here at 100.3 The X Rocks. Morning After with Nick and Big J. No Nick today. I'm just got a bunch of musicians and badasses here in the studio with me as we talk about something very cool happening at the Heritage Social Club Friday night. It's called Riffs of Fury, and Kendall Shue here from Shutonio Productions. We talked about that there's an element of dressing up here for the show to help save some money at the box office, or whatever we want to call it.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense that we do some celebration of summer. So it's a little hokey, but we're encouraging everybody to dress in beachwear. So if you dress in some beachwear at the door, it's $10 instead of $15. If you just want to do the khakis and the collared shirts, hey, that's cool. $15 is a great price for you. But if you want to do the Hawaiian shirt and any other beachwear, $10 is what you can expect to pay at the door. And also, we are going to kick in $1 for every advance ticket, as well as every day of ticket, $1 towards the Rock to End Alzheimer's cause.
That is so huge. Thank you so much. That is just incredible. And so highly encouraging everybody, obviously, to go to the show. And there's going to be some raffle items in a silent auction. The raffle items, one of those items is VIP X Fest tickets.
Yep.
So that's it. And you guys have a bunch of other cool stuff. I was thinking, I got to dig through my archives and find some other cool things that we could throw out there for raffle items as well.
Yeah, we'll take anything. We definitely want everybody to feel like they came away with something other than just good music. We have a lot of cool stuff that we can give away.
And you'll get a raffle ticket for just coming to the show.
Exactly.
So that's awesome. And we got some great bands that are playing on the whole lineup here. A War and Me, fairly new band, but musicians that have been around in bands for a long time. So it's I'm excited to get the chance to check them out in person for the first time. And then Half the World is reuniting. They were as Vindicata for a while, so they're reuniting as Half the World. That's going to be totally awesome. And then we've got Midline playing, and you've recently gotten back to playing gigs. You were hot. And then you went to Indianapolis and broke your leg like a twig, Fred.
Yeah, that's been almost exactly a year ago. It was August 9th last year. I broke my leg when I was in Indianapolis on a scooter. Now that sounds silly, but it's not the scooter's fault. There was just suddenly, without warning, a 12-inch drop in the sidewalk, and you could not see that. And I had to have 2 surgeries, and so that's a showstopper.
Yeah,
that'll slow you down. I didn't walk for 4 months. I was in a wheelchair for a while, and all those things that you could imagine.
And that kind of puts, I think, a lot of the stuff that you guys have been doing on hold. You were creating new music.
Yeah.
Is that weird, Scott?
What's that? That they're creating?
Yeah,
music?
yeah.
No, I'm all about it.
All right.
I love these guys.
This is our first radio thing as not in the
Different
same
bands.
band.
I know.
And this is the first show we played with Karen and Midline together. So
Yeah,
I'm stupid excited about it.
I'm really excited
it's
about
really
it.
cool.
I heard a rumor that, Fred, they replaced your leg with adamantium, and you can actually do like 300 beats per minute with your double bass.
Last time I checked, that was the case. It's a little more now.
I think Richie can go 5, so that's no competition.
Fred, you guys are working on new music still?
We
right?
are. We're as far as I know, we'll know for sure tonight. But we have a new song that we're going to debut. I think it'll be the first song out of the gate. It's called "Like I Know You," and we're pretty excited about that. And
you heard it here, folks. Brand new Midline straight out the gate on Friday night.
Boom.
And then Karin Comes Killing, Scott. Obviously, you've been drip feeding us new music here for the last, it seems, 5 years.
Yeah.
But that story continues with Karin, the serial killer.
Kinda. So
No?
the last
You're
album
kinda
was
giving
about
up on
her
it
only
now?
surviving victim. No, because it's still going to be under the Karen banner.
Okay.
But the new stuff we're working on, we got 12 songs on the board. 3 of them are written now, and they're kind of individual short stories. It's like the first one's about a drone pilot that has to deal with the ones and zeros that are actually people, that kind of thing. And then we have another one. It's about a robot that becomes sentient, and then is a caregiver for a person. That person dies, and then the robot goes through the 5 stages of grief. So just weird sci-fi stories.
Wow,
just
man.
kind of lean in
Ripping
there.
right from the headlines of modern day living. So that's really crazy. And, you can find a lot of these songs and stuff and information, by the way, on Exclusive with Randy. I know he touched on it, played a bunch of stuff here on Sunday night.
Yeah, God bless Randy, man.
Yeah, exactly. So he's kicking ass doing that thing, and we couldn't look forward to a show like this anymore. It's going to be awesome. Friday night at Heritage Social Club. Justin W. Webb?
Yes, J.Web Photography.
Photography. You're about to head out to go to Bend to shoot some photography for Dropkick Murphys.
Yes.
And that's pretty cool. So how did you get involved in this whole element of the show as well? Are you partners with Kendall Shue? Is that what's going on?
So it's kind of my brainchild at first. I wanted to say thank you to the bands that have all let me photograph them. And I was like, I want to do a show for them. And then he came along and we came up with Riffs of Fury together.
That's nice. Where can people find your photography and your pictures?
They can go to Facebook and look me up, J.Web Photography on Facebook, or they can just go to J.M.Web on Instagram.
Awesome. You can find information pretty much all over social media here, but if you go to xrock.com, you click on the Rock to End Alzheimer's article, you'll find a place where you can go pre-buy your tickets here. You still have some time to do that to save yourself a little bit of money, and some other information about the show. Anything else to add there, Kendall?
Well, if you're a procrastinator, you didn't get your advance tickets, just dress in some beachwear and you'll save some money.
Awesome. I appreciate you. Oh, go ahead.
I got stuck. It's 18 and over, is that correct?
It's 18 and up, and so everybody can enjoy as much of Riffs of Fury as they can. And we hope everybody's there from 7 until close.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it, guys. I'll be there. I'll have a merch table, a Big J, merch
Big
table.
J
It feels
Have
weird.
I ever
It
seen
feels
a Big
weird.
J merch table?
No. Well, even, this goes back to when we did Rock to End Alzheimer's a couple years ago in Midline Headline. It was weird. It was weird for me because, I went up to introduce the bands and stuff, and I was like, this is my show.
Yeah.
And it felt weird. Like, I just because I don't try not to make things about myself, which is weird for a radio personality. It's not usually what the relationship is there. It's usually about them.
Well, I think it's cool because it's something that you're obviously passionate about, and I think it's an important cause.
Absolutely.
And you should carry that torch proudly, man.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
So I'll get crazy with it on Friday night with everybody. So we'll see you guys out there. Thanks for coming in and spending the time.
No, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah.
And we'll give away a pair of tickets for the Heritage Social for Riffs of Fury coming up here with Bad Impressions in just a few. It is the morning after with Nick and Big J.